Hey guys, Frankomatic here with another C64 game that I'm definitely doing for the first time, not because I totally screwed up lining up the video the first time I did this. But anyways, let's talk about like virtual pets, virtual life. Nowadays, the only real thing in that vein that still exists is The Sims, probably. But if you're a little older, you might remember things like cats, dogs, oddballs if you were a weirdo, bonsai buddy if you're unlucky. Oh, it actually remembered. So it's session 2. So you don't have to sit through the 10 minutes of Ian deciding to explore the house. And I better re-put this in here. And time is 11:39 a.m. But yeah, this is the first one that I had experience with, Little Computer People. It's set up as a research project of, we've discovered people live inside of your Commodore 64. This disk will provide them a house, and maybe you can meet one. The very first time you load it up, session 1, once we get to the house, you are greeted with an empty house. And after a little bit of time, it's kind of random, eventually a little person will move in. And they have some varied appearances and names and things. And the game from there is to just kind of hang out with them. Watch them, do things with them. As you can see from the copyright, this came out in 1985. So it's naturally going to be a little simple. But I think it's a very interesting piece from the times. So let's take a second, I guess, now that the secret is definitely out. Quick look. I didn't think it would actually save that I had done this. Because usually when I close out of the emulator, it just completely wipes anything that ever happened. So this must have written something to the disk. So here is our little buddy. His name is Ian. As I mentioned, they have different names. And this is his house. When you first get this running, there would be nobody here. And he would eventually come in and spend 10 minutes wandering around aimlessly. Guess he decided he didn't like that song. All input in this game is keyboard-based. Yep, he likes this song, which, honestly, out of the ones he's played for me, has been my favorite. So I've got mouse record on. To show you the important things, the blocks here are your food supply, and this is your water supply, which has gotten really low in the 5 minutes I was gone. Jeez, Ian. Anyways, you can take care of him by hotkeys. Control and W fills up his water. He just wandered away on me, but you can also see he's got a little pet dog. And if I press Control D, he won't react because he's on the stairs, but he will turn right back around and get a delivery. He's smiling right now, so he's in a good mood. We got him in a good mood in the recording that was lost because I only recorded half the screen. And Control D gives him some dog food. The dog probably isn't hungry because it ate very recently, but it doesn't hurt to refill its bowl. Gotta be a responsible secondary pet owner, right? We can also type things directly. He won't respond to that, but We can ask him to do things. Whoop. If you type correctly. He will type a letter to me after he takes care of the bathroom, I guess. From the last video, I've noticed that Ian is fairly willful and tends to ignore me a lot, but that's fine. Also likes to leave his front door open. Since he and the delivery person and his dog are the only ones that seem to exist, that's also fine, I suppose. I asked him to type a letter, but he appears to have gotten distracted. Let's try again. You're willfully ignoring me, buddy. Nodding your head that you're going to do it and then not doing it. That ain't cool. Okay, there he goes. This is your only real way of communicating with your little computer person. Very indirectly. That's how you learn their name. You also see that by typing in the 19th, because this is from 1985, it now thinks we're in the year 1919. Oh, he knows my name. He used it this time. He's in a good mood. Whoa. That is some recursion that I'm not sure if I'm okay with. I'm not ready for that level of responsibility, Ian. Other things we can do. We can send him presents.
Hello?
Pressing Control and R. Eventually. Sends him a record. Which he will probably not play immediately. He'll just shove it into his bookcase. Not bookcase. Record case. And then we can annoy him further as soon as he's done. Let's send him another present. Which will be a book. Which he will shove in the bookcase, never to be seen again. You gotta be deliberate with your keystrokes. Does not have a good key buffer. There are only a few other things we can really do aside from asking him to do things that he may or may not do. Making some sort of a spreadsheet this time. Or possibly playing alpha build. But we can... No, he's just typing. Make his phone ring. Which I'm doing because with that we can also do one of the other commands we have. Which is when he's in this chair, we can give him a little pat on the head. We can also have food delivered, but his food stocks are full, so it would be pointless. Unless he's going to oblige me by going to eat. Nope, going to drink some water. Which is cool, because we didn't get that animation in my first video. If he runs out of water or food and you leave it too long, he will get sick, but that's the worst that can happen to him. He will not leave you, he will not die. We can also be a complete jerk. I'll wait till he gets done washing the dishes. We can make his alarm clock go off. You can also ask him to play the piano, and he's pretty good. He knows a few songs. This is going to be a very quick look kind of video, because we're rapidly running out of interactions. Ah, he didn't play this one last time. But if you don't like what he's playing, you can just ask him to change it up. Huh, didn't play this one last time either. Ah, my phone is going nuts. Cool. Watch him dance, which has some good animations. Like that one. Also asked him to make a fire in his fireplace down there. Which he may or may not actually do. He ignores this one sometimes. Yeah, he decided not to do it. To be fair, it's like noon. And the last thing we can do with him is we can play a game. If he feels like it. Yeah, since we're just about done here, I probably will not have any further adventures of Ian, as we've done pretty much everything you can. Unless people really want to see more of this little guy. That would be fine with recording more if people actually want to see more of it. But it's a very simple little virtual life game. So anyways, Card War is the card game war. Poker is poker. Let's see how the poker interface is, I'm curious. And anagrams is he gives you a mixed up word and you have a few tries to figure it out. They're very simple little games, but they do add a little extra to this. The dog ate the food at some point, apparently. Alright. What kind of poker we got? Is this draw poker? This is an awful hand. Let's pass. Yeah, I want some cards. How do I mark cards? Ah, okay. Ah, that didn't do well at all. Looks like he doesn't have a great hand either, though. Gonna pass. Oh, wow. Yeah, alright. Ooh, got a 3 of a kind. Alright. Yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't want these. Dang. Yeah, got him. Alright, let's do one more hand. We have a pair. Let's see how he's feeling. Let's get rid of these. Ooh, bad. Hey, we won. Which one's the quit button? There we go. Okay. Yeah. With that little game out of the way, that's really about all there is to see here. If you want to check in on Ian from time to time, just let me know. I can drop in, see how he's doing. If not, I feel like this is a pretty representative view of this little game? Desk toy kind of thing? It's hard to really classify it, but I kind of like it. It's neat, especially for the time. So anyways, later guys.